Welcome NFL fans, you're locked in for a trip through gridiron history, one classic at a time. In today's second video, we're traveling back to December 12, 1976, the final Sunday of the NFL regular season. The stage, Veterans Stadium, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It was a brisk 41 degrees, and 37,949 passionate Eagles fans filled the stands to watch their 3-10 Eagles take on the 2-11 expansion Seahawks. The odds makers had the Eagles favored by 8 points, but for both of these teams, this game was about pride, momentum, and for some, a final farewell. This was a historic first meeting between these two franchises. For Seattle, it was the conclusion of their inaugural NFL season, led by head coach Jack Patera, who would remain at the helm until 1982, helping to build the foundation for the Seahawks' future. On the opposite sideline was a young coach at the very start of a legendary career, Dick Vermeil. Fresh off a Rose Bowl win with UCLA, Vermeil had been hired to rebuild the Eagles. He'd spent 7 seasons in Philadelphia, eventually leading them to a Super Bowl appearance, before later finding success with the St. Louis Rams and Kansas City Chiefs. This game also marked the final start of a true NFL great, quarterback Rowan Gabriel. The second overall pick of the 1962 draft, Gabriel was a 4-time Pro Bowler, throwing 201 touchdown passes and over 29,000 career passing yards. At age 36, this was his swan song. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it was all about the future. Rookie quarterback Jim Zorn had started every game of the team's first season, enduring the growing pains of a brand new franchise. Coming into this finale, his stats reflected those struggles: 11 touchdowns, 26 interceptions, and a passer rating of 48.0. The following minute and 11 seconds is NFL Films production. Enjoy!
The season's final game, the Eagles met the expansion Seattle Seahawks. Completely healthy for the first time all season, Philadelphia turned it on full blast. With 100-yard performances from Tom Sullivan and Mike Hogan, the Eagles pushed forward and never looked back. Charlie Smith put the Eagles in scoring range early, then was permitted the honor of finishing the task himself. The Eagle defense swarmed mercilessly over the Seahawks, forcing frequent drive-ending mistakes. The lopsided win allowed Philadelphia to finish the season on a positive note. The story, although not entirely joyful, was successfully concluded.
This chilly December afternoon, Gabriel went out in style. He was sharp and efficient, completing 10 of 13 passes for 121 yards and a passer rating of 105.0. His top target was future Hall of Famer Harold Carmichael, who caught 4 passes for 65 yards. The real difference maker, though, was Philadelphia's ground game. Mike Hogan powered his way to 104 yards on 19 carries. Not to be outdone, Tom Sullivan took over the spotlight, rushing 23 times for 121 yards and 2 touchdowns. Seattle's young offense showed flashes of promise despite the loss. Zorn completed 24 of 49 passes for 237 yards, with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Rookie wideout Steve Largent led all receivers with 7 catches for 98 yards. Running back Sherman Smith chipped in with 6 receptions for 54 yards. He also paced Seattle's running game with 43 yards on 8 carries. Despite their poor records, neither team owned a top 10 pick heading into the 1977 draft, thanks to various transactions. The Eagles, in fact, didn't even make a selection until the 5th round. Yet somehow they struck gold, landing running back Wilbert Montgomery in the 6th round and nose tackle Charlie Johnson in the 7th. 2 future multi-time Pro Bowlers who would become cornerstones of Vermeil's Eagles. From the frozen turf of Veterans Stadium to the history books, the Eagles closed out 1976 with a statement, and the Seahawks began their long journey towards NFL relevance. Okay, tomorrow's first video, we have 17791, random, and that's 7323. Let's go up here, another 1984 game looks like. Saints 49ers. That's all for now. Like and subscribe. I'm going to get to every game, bet. In the meantime, keep the laces out and keep the history alive. I'll see you on the next kickoff. Bye.